Hi, welcome to Boomi Services and Support YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate the FHIR Client Update Resource Operation. As you can see, this has a message shape with the patient JSON payload. I had updated the first name to Cooper Edward and the given name as Cooper, and I've also given the ID, which is the entity ID for the already existing patient object in the FHIR server. Please make sure that you have the right number of single quotes for the escape sequence. Hit OK here. I'll just show you the dynamic process property name before I hit save. I just want to pass it as an extension. So here I just specified the property name as ID. I'll just click OK. Let me go to the FHIR client connection. I'm using a public test Firefly server here. I'm setting the authentication type none. And the action for this demonstration is update resource. Click update resource. Let me go to the operation, the existing one, and let me show you the import operation. I'm selecting my local atom. I'm selecting the existing connection. Here I'm selecting the FHIR version standard as R4. The document format is JSON. And the operation mode I'm selecting here is standard. You can also do a conditional operation mode. It updates based on the determined criteria. I'll just quickly show how does that look in the operation here. Let me also use the filter just to reduce the number of object it returns here. Let me hit on next. Let me select the patient object conditional, hit next, hit finish. Here you can see the criteria you can set to update based on the key and the value pair. For this video, let me go back to the standard operation mode. I will select PA and then put a wildcard entry here just to query the object types with starting with PA, and let me select patient standard, hit on next, hit finish. And let me just show you quickly the request and response profile. The request profile, it contains all the patient details, gender, disease date, contact, communication, birth date, etc. And let me close this. Let me go to the response profile. I can see the similar details as to the request profile. Let me close this. I'll not pass the entity ID in the operation profile here. I will just pass it as an dynamic operation property. Let me just save and close, and let me just show you the dynamic operation property here. I will just add the dynamic operation property and input the entity ID as a dynamic process property, and let me give the property name which I did create the property name as ID already. Hit OK. Let me save this. Hit test extensions, dynamic process property. I'm just inputting the entity ID for the already existing patient object in the FHIR server. Hit OK. Let's see what the response would be here. Okay, the process execution is successful. Let me just show you the response payload from the FHIR Client Connector. Here is the updated given name, as you can see here. And you can also see the version ID will be a different one as to the every time a create or update entity runs, the version ID will be different. Uh, and let me close this. Let me just show you the logs where it does a put operation to the patient resource. As you can see, it passing the entity ID here. I'll just show you the connection data, how it does show the location of the patient resource with the entity ID and the response payload, which is the same as I showed in the stop ship. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching and happy integrating.